The Jacksonville Jaguars. So last season, the Jaguars finished with 13 wins. Did not win their opening round against the Buffalo Bills because Buffalo Bill, as in the hockey term, puck luck, because the Church of Josh Allen remains strong. Liam Cohen Duval is in his second season as the helm of Jacksonville. This was weird. So Jacksonville had some interesting losses and next to no key additions.
Yeah, this was tough.
This was a hard one. So Liam Cohen is in his second season manning Duval and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The only key addition I could find was cornerback Dane Jackson, who they got from the Buffalo Bills. Key for departures, though, I got 3. So all 3 of them are huge losses. Travis Etienne takes his talents to the New Orleans Saints. Linebacker Devin Lloyd, one of their defensive captains, goes off to Carolina. Cornerback Greg Newsome, he departs, goes to the Falcons, I believe. Key rookie tight end. Thank you, Kevin. Key rookie tight end Nick Borkircher, or I'm going to call Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
Because I can't pronounce it to save my freaking life. Team MVP, no one else but Trevor Lawrence.
Man, yeah, the Jags, they were a tough team to figure out.
Here's the thing, though. Like Houston, the Jaguars live, breathe, and die by their quarterback. Trevor Lawrence has got to be better. He's got to be better. And the defense is good. The defense is good.
The defense was 4th in the AFC.
Yep,
Yeah.
The defense is there. To me, the offense has got to be better.
Well, their offense was 3rd.
But Trevor Lawrence just doesn't seem to really
I've got the key stat where he needs to improve.
Like, you look at Trevor Lawrence and you see, okay, this is football Jesus. He's got the hair to be football Jesus. He's not Charlie Whitehurst football Jesus, but he's there. That's a good reference there. But he's Goldilocks. But
some would say he has a nose for the end zone. I'm sorry, Trevor. I had to do it. I also have a big nose, Trevor. It's all right. There's a lot of us out there.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Anyway, you know what? That was okay. That was well done joke by Dustin. So Jesus, all right.
Ryan's got one in the comments. You gotta.
Oh no, I'm scared.
He called them Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Oh wow! Well done, Ryan. Very well done, sir.
Very well.
So, Kevin, I'm going to go on a limb and say I don't think the Jaguars make the playoffs.
I'm not going to go quite that far because I've got pretty much the same, except for you didn't mention Chris Rodriguez. I thought that was a big one. 500 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. It's not going to replace Travis Etienne, but he's going to be able to buoy their running game up a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I think I was just like that. I was struggling to find some pickups here. I only came up with him, and I'm going to go with the Nate, whatever it was you said, Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Okay. And so I've got him down as being
Worcestershire.
Okay.
Worcestershire, I don't know. Let's call it that.
What I was reading is that they're planning on doing a 2 tight end set this year. It's something that they didn't do a year ago. And so he's my top rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs, if they're going to run this 2 tight end set, and he's not going to be the pass catcher. That's strange.
He's a good blocker too.
He's going to be a blocker. That's going to, if he can be that, then that'll be fine. And Trevor Lawrence, this is the key for him. 60.9% completion percentage needs to be higher.
Yep.
Everything else that you could probably want, except for the 12 interceptions, he needs to cut that back. But he's one of those guys that gives you he gives you passing. He had 9 rushing touchdowns a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's got to be the MVP. And you mentioned about Liam Cohen. And, he came from the Rams and Tampa. And he's shown that he can run offense. But for them to be fourth in the AFC in defense shows that he can do both sides of this. And he brought Jacksonville out of the dark ages.
Yeah. They were terrible for a while.
I mean, as far as head coaching is concerned, they were in the bottom of the toilet when it comes to head coaching. And for him to step in there in 1 year and win 13 games, they won their last 8 games.
Who's got Urban Meyer jokes in the chamber?
Oh, there's got to be some. No,
there's got to be some. Ryan, where are you?
And so
I know he's got some in there.
They're going to regress. Their over-under is 8.5. I think that's too low. I'm going over that. And I do think they're going to be a playoff team. And so I'm going to say 10 wins for them. And but Houston, to me, is clearly the better team here, except for at quarterback.
All right.
And so that's what I think about Jacksonville. Unfortunately, Jaguars, I'm supposed to be super high on them. But
yeah.
We see what we see.
Plus, I don't think them playing these games over in London does them any help whatsoever when it comes to producing a winning team.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer was sure a kick in there at Jacksonville. All right. I know you got more in the chamber there, Ryan. Dustin.
Okay, so Kevin and I are going to hit on some of the same points here. I also wonder whether Liam Cohen, also known as AI Dirk Nowitzki, if you remember that tweet, you know what the name is. No,
what a great comment.
I also am wondering. I mean, you can't argue with his results in his first season. 13-4. He proved it. He proved that he was ready. He was ready. And I like the Chris Rodriguez ad as well, because he was coming from the Commanders and you could see he had talent, but he never really, they never really gave him the number one job. He was always kind of in a timeshare there. But also Liam Cohen has some familiarity with him from his time coaching him at Kentucky as a Wildcat. So he will split the backfield with Bashal Tutin. I think the two-headed monster, it's not going to replace ETN, but it'll do a job. The other addition I had that neither of you guys had, I had Dane Jackson as well, because there wasn't much out there for Jacksonville. Tristan Colon. And the reason that I think he could be good,
Ryan, Urban never got a chance to grow up a full season in Duval. There it is.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, Ryan.
Good one. But the reason I chose Tristan Colon is because I think he's going to provide depth on the offensive line. Is he
going to provide a good center?
Yes, very good, Dan. He's not the most accomplished, like he's not the best offensive line piece, but the key for him is he's played extensively at both center and left guard. So where he becomes valuable is when injuries happen on the O-line, he can slide in at multiple spots and patchwork it together. So I chose him. He recently played for the Lions, Cardinals, Jets, and Ravens. Ravens are the team that signed him. He was undrafted. Now, we said 4 additions. I threw on Amir Abdullah, and I'm going to read my notes verbatim. To me, this shows that they are trying to experiment with a cob job / patchwork approach for depth behind Bashal Tutin. They don't know what they're doing at running back over there. So, So the key departures It's Travis Etienne. He's the one. He had over 1,000 rushing yards last year.
Great year.
Anytime that leaves your offense, you're gonna miss it. He only had 7 touchdowns, but it's because they used Bashal Tutin a lot when they got close in to the end zone. I also have Devin Lloyd, Dan. He was one of their defensive captains, as you said. He also had 33 solo tackles last year and 5 interceptions. He made some plays. They're going to miss him on the defense. That's it for the departures for me. Impact rookie, I have Wesley Williams, the linebacker from Duke. They drafted him in round 4. He had 11 sacks in his last 3 seasons per ESPN. They need an edge rush, and now he should work in a rotation behind Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker. He also blocked 5 punts or field goals over the last 3 seasons, so he may have a role on special teams. That's why I put him as an impact, because he could potentially start right away on special teams. Team MVP for me, I did not go Trevor Lawrence. This is one of the few teams where I did not go quarterback. I went Brian Thomas Jr. because what was Brian Thomas Jr. needs to do a lot better than he did. He had an amazing rookie campaign, and then he fell off a cliff last year.
That's right. Don't draft him in fantasy.
Yeah. Me too, Kevin. Me too.
He torpedoed me last year.
Yes.
Torpedo, indeed.
The same. But if he can return to form, that is going to help out Trevor Lawrence immensely, because then there's multiple targets now. If you have to account for Brian Thomas Jr. and the rumblings, because I tried to read up on this, Travis Hunter, they are going to put him mostly at cornerback this year. He will be.
If you drafted him in fantasy dynasty, you're hurt.
Yeah, he'll play some snaps at wide receiver, they said, but he's going to be primarily at cornerback, which means you're not going to have him as another wideout option. Ergo, Brian Thomas Jr. needs to return to the form he had in his rookie year. I think this team regresses a bit. They can't replicate what they did last year. 10-7 is the record. I agree with you, Kevin.
Kevin, what's the over-under?
9.5.
I'm taking the under.
Oh, you're taking the under on it. Okay.
I'm taking the under.
I thought 10 was pretty easy, compromise. And
I think they missed the playoffs at 8 wins.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Kevin?
Okay. I think that they win 10 games, and they're going to be right there in the playoff hunt. I think they will make the playoffs, but they're not going to have the finish. It was right there for them a year ago when they played it at home, and they didn't win. So they'll make the playoffs, and they'll go home early.